verse, man. He the reason you're here, but the same one you're leaving. It's someone we could be, man. Off in the islands, roll up an L, Mary J make it alright again. Staring at this Heineken, thinking about us. Is this a one-time shot? Are we gonna refill up? Cause you gave me a rush every time that we touch, and every time I saw your face, my face would blush. I remember that crush the first time I saw you. Remember cold feet the first time I called you. Seems like yesterday we had our first kiss, and I remember IHOP is where we had our first dish. You taught me a lot, and I adored you for that. Been kissing for 10 minutes, I look forward to that. And you said I was your best. Yes, you was mine too, but let's keep that between me and you. But we ain't John Shanti, we more like Bonnie and Clyde. Cause you was by my side when I needed you to ride. I'll make it all right like some Tylenol and mess it back up, put a cramp in your spine and all. Between Duke and Heather, I don't know who was worse. Boo-boo number 1 and 2, I was supposed to be first. But it's all gravy, baby. I'ma always love you. Remember me always, even if we just buddies. Promise me this, we'll never really break up. Just prolong and prolong until our fate make up. You taught me a lot and I adored you for that. And us hooking back together, I look forward to that. You taught me a lot and I adored you for that. And us hooking back together, I look forward to that. Thank you.
DJ Prince. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm bringing to you guys your first feature for the evening. It just came in. These poets are very talented. They've been touring all around the area, Columbia, Charlotte, different spots in Atlanta. Family, I want you to help me welcome Dope Poets. Mr. Malik Salama.
Appreciate it. What's happening? How y'all doing? I am Malik Salam. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm in Atlanta Greater, babies. We got this motherfucker none. I think so. None, huh? Yeah, that's what's happening. All right. I'm gonna do a poem. I'm gonna get out y'all hair. I just came through to show some love. I do have product. I got a book. I got my documentary. I got my CDs. If you're interested. My poem tonight is going to be about choices. You know, life is a series of choices over and over again. You get them constantly. You know what I'm saying? Every day you get to wake up and become another person. If you so decide, it might seem like a love poem. It's not. Okay.
6'1". But she wore those foreign maiden heels that made her hover around the heavens, and rightfully so, because that's where angels originate. Our first date was a no-call, no-show. I just figured she dated brothers with more dough than conviction. To my surprise, nothing was further from fiction. She loved how I cocked my scully and found wisdom in my broken diction. I discovered quickly my greatest affliction was low self-esteem. I mean, something I wasn't born with, but learned from years of being burned by a woman who couldn't conceive that love had nothing to do with ownership or domination. I mean, just sitting here reminiscing, I'm saying my education on love never began because Abu ran and left mom with 5. I was 6 and was out of there in 10. Lo and behold, 19 years so old, and she's having my baby. I mean, I ain't tripping because I'm thinking for me, maybe this is my chance to break a vicious cycle. You see, more brothers die from broken homes than assault rifles, so I named her my soulmate. And we began our own version of procreation, no positivity in our interaction, just lost in our own worlds of perversion until all things fall apart and 2 worlds collide. I mean, my stride broken more than my heart. I mean, really, the reality was our relationship was a false start. I mean, someone just forgot to blow the whistle. So, work became my savior. Because nights are cold when you're lonely and your thoughts are loud when you're alone. And that's where I met her, 6'1", but she wore those foreign maiden heels that made her hover around the heavens, and rightfully so. So I began to play reindeer games with this young doe. Yo, what's your name? She was from a smaller town, but now proclaimed West Side fame. Beckwith, to be exact, had a passion for high fashion and loved to keep her hair intact. In the back of the restaurant, we would sit on mid-shift break, conversating about her heart's current state of affairs and checking each other's background. I mean, come to find out her moms and pops was down with the black movement. I mean, I thought it was evident in her name. No Seasway. A beautiful flower. I'm saying our first night alone was charged with power. For hours I kissed her on her breast but remained fully dressed because time told me it was on my side. Time passed but no Seasway, she never left my side. We were inner city lovers, chocolate Haagen-Dazs, ATL Skyline, and nothing to cover up because I was comfortable fully naked with my soul totally exposed. She made me feel whole again, like Malik again. I'm saying my best friend is locked up in the Georgia State Pen, but this chick was my nigga. I mean, we late night listening to Nina Nimikita part on repeat, rubbing each other's feet after a double shift, a long train ride from the perimeter to the west side, 2 orders of 6 whole wings, extra sauce, Ashby rib shack, 2 deuces of Corona, and trees stuffed in a sack. She would roll the Dutch. I would explode from her touch, wondering how was it that such beauty adored me. I mean, she was so bad that drag queens called her fierce. She would whisper Badu in my ear, if you are worried about where I've been or who I saw, what club I went to with my homies, baby, don't worry, you know that you got me. But misery hates happiness. And an open wound can't close simply from ace bandages. I don't give a fuck how tight you wrap them. The serpentine saga of my baby's mama, who loved me not but hated the fact that I was loved even more, began whorish games. And even though I abhor a lame, I had not yet tamed my flesh. No Seasway out of town, and guess who's coming to dinner? I mean, this is the entry of a sinner who knew love but sacrificed it for lust, who knew openness but destroyed it for distrust, who lost a woman who loved my crust for a chick that hated my guts. And I'm sorry, that's just keeping it real. And years have passed, but the way I feel, I mean, let's just say I see her every day on the westbound platform. I mean, she sits quietly in the back of every club that I perform in. I'm saying she sleeps with me on cold couches and Greyhound terminals. And years from now, she, me, and my future ex-wife will share a life that only one of us will have knowledge of. I'm saying when the tyranny of this world is too much to face, she rubs me on my back and whispers Badu in my ear. 6'1", but she wore those orange Madden heels that made her hover around the heavens because that's where angels originate. Peace.
Okay, everybody. We're gonna give me 5 minutes to get situated and get everybody in here. Phil.
Right here. I don't know about the Harlem bar though. I'm gonna ask y'all again. Or I'm gonna ask y'all this time. Is y'all the crunkest?